The series is over and we're counting down our last 10 Easter eggs of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and check the description notes below the video to learn how you can be entered to win a full set of Falcon and Winter Soldier FUNKO Pop characters. We'll announce the winner on Wednesday, April 28th. Now, on to the eggs. The last episode had a lot of color elements in use, and this episode is following suit. The reds and the blues are prominent throughout this episode, along with some yellows and greens. A quick lesson on the psychology of colors and their use in movies will tell you that the reds can be associated with anger, as seen with the Flag Smashers, but also with ambition and determination. The blues represent loyalty and integrity, while the new uses of yellow surrounding some of our more sinister characters represent things like impatience, criticism, and even cowardice. The green color here is the most telling, as it represents growth, which has been a prominent theme in the series. The bigger egg here is that these pops of green are most noticeable on items like the smoke bomb used in the GRC takeover and the NY skyscraper, both elements which look a lot like a certain green villain we have yet to see in the MCU. You know that John Walker gains his comic moniker, US Agent, but what you might have missed is this subtle nod to his eventual iconic shield, which makes an appearance as the door art in the middle of his fight with Carly. We're told in episode 2 to watch for the head tilt, and it did not disappoint. Before Sharon begins her monologue where we learn that she's the power broker, she does this telltale villainous head tilt that Sam warned us about. As John and Bucky corner the remaining Flag Smashers and arrest them, Walker quotes Abraham Lincoln, and Bucky scolds him for it. But what is of particular note in this specific quote is that it is attributed to Lincoln in the midst of a back-and-forth series of letters between Lincoln and a few men discussing the burden of how to handle Confederate soldiers who were captured during war. This is interesting because the same moral area can apply to what the GRC and the law should do when dealing with the Flag Smashers and their respective refugee followers. It's become quite the go-to news channel in the MCU, but during Captain America's big speech with the GRC, we see that our favorite MCU news station, WHIH, is on the scene reporting all the news as both Isaiah Bradley and Sam's sister, Sarah, are tuned in. In the same set of shots, we see Torres watching on his laptop from an airplane hangar. If you look to the right, you'll see a table full of soldering irons and other mechanic gear, insinuating that Torres is working on the broken Falcon wings, and hinting at his turn as the new Falcon. As Sarah is watching Sam on the news, we see a poster behind her about what looks to be a rather large shrimp festival. We also see later that Sam and Sarah live in Point La Hatch, Louisiana, which is only about 3 hours down the coast from the town of Del Cambre, Louisiana, home to a huge annual shrimp festival. Our final look at Zemo shows him reading several books in his cell. The ones on the shelf are by Alexander Pushkin, a Russian writer who is credited with creating modern Russian language, which is probably how Zemo learned Russian. Also, a book on nature by Alexander Humboldt. The more intriguing book is the one in Zemo's hands. Seen also in episode 3, this book is by Niccolo Machiavelli. The title of the book is really irrelevant, as one of the most interesting things about Machiavelli, which is that he faked his own death. This might be a fun bit of trivia should Zemo ever figure out how to get off the raft. Wink! When giving Walker his new US Agent outfit, Valentina remarks that things are about to get weird. This could be a reference to her involvement in creating the Dark Avengers, a group similar in theory to the Suicide Squad, featuring characters like Norman Osborn, Venom, and even Bullseye. The after-credits scene treated us to a possible tease for Season 2, not only the Captain America and Winter Soldier tag at the end, but the new situation our power broker finds herself in. Pardoned by the government and sitting in her old job with access to all kinds of government tech and secrets, is Carter a double agent, or is she simply double dealing to line her own pockets? Hopefully, a second season will tell the tale. What did you find? Let us know what you think, and don't forget to read the description notes below and enter our giveaway contest. Happy egg hunting! We'll see you next time.